The sound of the assault rifle thundered through the village, and panic ripped through Liberty's chest as she was startled from her sleep.
Get up now, girls!"
Her mother whispered frantically as she shook Liberty and her cousin, Dahlia, in urgency. Liberty's eyes darted around the thatched hut home as her father guarded the door. In his trembling hands he held a hunting rifle, the only weapon he owned. 7 bullets were all he had been able to afford when he had gone to market. A week's worth of ammunition, 1 shot for every day to catch his family's dinner. Instead, he was preparing to use 7 bullets against 70 men. It was hardly enough. He was about to fight an unmatched bout, an unwinnable war. As much as he wanted to run, he had to stand his ground. His impending death was near, but he prayed that his actions would be enough to spare his family. He squared his shoulders in an attempt to appear strong, but he was afraid, and his fear was like an infection that spread to his heart, sealing his family's inevitable fate. He was sick with silent grief as he anticipated the torture to come.
"Mama, what is happening?"
Liberty yelled in confusion, eyes wide, heart rattled, as gunshots rang out loudly. The sound of boisterous men grew increasingly louder as the caravan of violence grew near. Their whoops and hollers were barbaric as they screamed out their war cries, full of pure adrenaline as they announced their presence.
"It's the rebels. They have come,"
her father revealed.
"My mother!"
Dahlia screamed as she darted toward the door.
No, you can't go out there. They will kill you,"
Liberty said as she grabbed her cousin's hand.
"They will hurt her,"
Dahlia cried, as the thought of her widowed mother facing the rebels alone caused her to tremble.
"Enough, girls. That's enough. No one is going anywhere. We have to be quiet. We have to be still. You have to be brave."
Liberty's father kissed his wife on the forehead as she gripped his forearms with shaky hands. Her terror crippled her as pools of tears formed and the dreams of tomorrow washed away in streams that flowed down her cheeks.
"But my mother,"
Dahlia insisted with big, pleading eyes.
"She is in God's hands now. It is up to a higher power to keep her safe. It is my responsibility to keep you 3 safe. There isn't much time,"
he said, as his eyes darted toward the door. He gripped the gun so tightly that the palms of his dark hands lost all color and his fingertips throbbed. His breaths were short, shallow. He was suffocating in silent affliction as he stared at his doomed family. His gut told him that this would be the last time he would ever be in the presence of his wife and child. He fought the emotion that threatened to spill from his eyes, and his pride remained intact. He kept his tears at bay and prepared to put up the fight of his life to save his family.
"I love you,"
her mother whispered. Liberty looked into her father's eyes as he stared into her mother's face. In him, she saw undeniable grief. Even at the tender age of 10, she recognized his sadness, and her soul bled as her heart became heavy with uncertainty. The madness surrounding her filled her with trepidation, and she could hear her pulse racing as her heart galloped with intensity. She could see her father mourning her very own death before it even occurred.
"Father,"
Liberty said, as a lump filled her throat.
"Be brave,"
he repeated, as he kissed her, and then Dahlia. His lips were ice cold, and although it was a gesture he did every day, this kiss felt final. Liberty knew that it might be the last show of affection she would ever receive from her father, and she cherished it. She closed her eyes and locked the brief yet intimate moment into her memory. When she finally looked up, she saw her father's back as he headed over to the door.